And we're live. Hey, YouTube. So, I went to Savers today, mainly looking for pants. They were having a 20% off sale. However, unfortunately, it didn't quite apply to everything. I didn't know that, but when I got up the front and bought my item, it wasn't 20% off. Eh, whatever. That's okay. Because it was $2.99 on the sticker. With tax, I paid like $3.16 or something. I have my receipt right here. $3.19. So, $3.19. That means tax was 20 cents. That's cool. But yeah, I got a new clock. I know I'm running out of space. I know a lot of my clocks are just kind of sitting jumbled on a shelf, not looking beautiful. That's going to change once the studio and clock museum is down upstairs where I can put stuff in it. But I'm going to show you the clock in just a second. Also, the model number of the clock's in the title of the post. And that's very special because as I was walking up to the front to buy it, I did some searching online because I wanted to see if I could find this anywhere else. And if I could, then I would be very happy to maybe buy it from somewhere else. It's in a little bit beat up, but I couldn't find anything. I forgot to check sold listings on eBay, so I don't know about that. But Google, Bing, Yahoo, DuckDuckGo, and Ecosia couldn't find anything for this specific model number. And so now you get to see why I had to buy it. Boom. Just ignore that right there. That's my phone case coming in. But there it is in all its glory. Look at that coat. It's a little bit beat up. That's part of the reason why I wanted to get it online. There are some scratching in several places that might come out with cleaning. I don't know. I'm kind of doubtful about those scuff marks. Let me pull out my screwdriver again and show you guys what's underneath that battery door. Oops, needs a little more twist. And there we go. Open up the battery door. Ooh, that's dark. Can you guys even... Here, I'm going to have to tilt you up so you guys can see the light. It's... Oh, whoops. I have my light. Here we go. There we go. Nothing special. Just a 9-volt compartment, but it takes a 9-volt. And the door screws closed, which I think that's kind of sort of an interesting design choice. On the one hand, it's a screw, and screws usually last longer than plastic tabs. Plastic tabs tend to wear out over time, but if you do the screw right, then it won't wear out over time, which is nice. I also like that they close it up. I haven't actually done like testing yet, but I have at least one clock where there's no battery door, and it tells you there's no, I know I actually have two, but it says something along the lines of there's not supposed to be a battery door, the battery just clips in. So, yeah. There we go. There's our model number, SPc045g. I'm curious about the G, though, because a lot of times it's like a B for black, W for white, stuff like that. G, green. Or maybe granite, because this kind of sort of reminds me of granite. A little bit, just the pattern of it. Sort of, I mean, there's some granite right there. Not really, so maybe it's not granite that I'm thinking of, or I'm thinking of a specific type of granite. Let's go ahead and alarm on. Set the alarm minute, 46. So this is something I haven't tested, but it is a slow set movement. So I can go faster by tapping it, although tapping is a little more stressful. There we go. So I'm going to scoot you over there for a specific reason that I'll explain in just a moment, as soon as it rings. Also, I wonder, can I... Tapping on the focus to focus for the bright area of the screen. What if I focus on... Oh. A little bit better if I focus on the bright spot on the table. Trying to find like just the brightest spot in the video. Because it's a little bit fuzzy. What if I pull you back a bit? Get you closer. Yeah, it's a little bit fuzzy. Not as crisp. There we go. Snooze button is here. In this button. On the foot. Which, something that I just realized tonight, because I have seen another clock that does it. I don't think I have another clock with snooze button on the bottom, although I'm not sure. I might. Okay. But I realized, well, since it works, we can go ahead and peel this sticker off, because I'm not going to be exchanging it. This is one of those things that's kind of rare. I like the color. Don't have a lot of fun, poppy, colorful alarm clocks in my collection. Although I am being careful, so that if I need to, I could reapply it and return it. Although I'm pretty sure I'm not going to. I don't want to be dishonest like that. But, so there is room for a snooze button up there. Also, like, earlier this piece was kind of like wiggly a bit, like this part pushed down, like it wasn't sitting right. So it's some kind of plate that they pop into place, I'm guessing. I'm not sure. I'm not going to take this thing apart, probably, hopefully ever. But I realized, you know, like there's so much stuff that they have to fit into a small, compact form factor, which small form factors for plug-in alarm clocks can be useful. There's not a lot of desk space, or space just on your bedstand. So I realized that this might, you know, maybe with the way they have to fit stuff in here, it might be easier to fit a tiny little button and use the whole clock as the mechanism for pushing it down, rather than trying to fit a larger button and have room for it to move where there might not be room. I don't know, but that's something that I realized could be an interesting thing. I do have one alarm clock, though. I believe there's a clock hunting video that shows it, where the snooze button is on the front. Haven't tested that in real life. Eventually I'm going to do clock reviews, and the requirement is I have to use this for a week as my wake-up device. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and shut off the alarm. So, but in right now usage, it's kind of soft. There is a very slight feel when it pushes down, and it's mostly on the front side. So I think if I didn't hear the alarm clock being pushed in, it would be hard to kind of tell that I actually pushed it down, you know? I mean, the alarm stopping, duh, obviously, yeah. But if I didn't hear it, it would be kind of hard to push down. It lacks that tactile feeling, so I don't know. I guess now that I think about it in context of the alarm's going to shut off, so you know you snoozing it, versus this motion here. Cool. I need to test one more thing really quickly. Let's set our time. Okay, PM light does work. We're good there. I haven't tested backup battery, but I'm just going to kind of assume that that works. If the rest of the clock's working, the backup battery usually is working too, in my experience. That'll be a thing to test later when I'm not busy with other projects. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it's not clock month. Leave a like down below, especially if you're excited for a special clock video that I teased. I just barely noticed that with the way the alarm clock is and this, there's a slow line moving down because it's the sync phase line, and my camera's not in sync with that. But that seems weird to me because it's just a light. But alright, because they can see electronic pulses too. Sometimes lights will flicker because they're not in sync with cameras. So to human eyes, it looks fine. Yeah. I just noticed there's a red dot on the right side. I have no idea what that's... Oh, I bet I know what that's for. Give me 1 second. Alarm. Okay. I'm going to see if that turns on when the alarm goes off. If it does, or when I hit snooze, if it does, then I think that's a snooze indication, but it's not labeled. And with the very slight wear and tear that is on this clock, I'm highly doubtful that that logo got rubbed off somehow. But yes, so yeah, the last thing we're testing, but leave a like if you like clock stuff, especially if you're excited for eventual clock reviews. I don't know when I'm going to roll those out. That's going to be something where I'll want a little more time on my hands, be able to actually test the clock, but also do no alarm. Oh, oops. I see what I did wrong. Okay, there we go. Now the alarm should go off. Yeah, just leave a like if you're super excited for clock reviews. If you want to see them, the format's going to be me picking one of my clocks, plugging it in, using it as my actual alarm for a week, so my phone won't be my alarm. Which, actually, lately my phone hasn't been my alarm at all unless I've needed to wake up for work. Because I've been enjoying kind of sort of sleeping in, but I'm also getting up on time. Or, hey, one watching. I'm getting to bed better times. Not the last couple of nights, but I'm better at getting to bed on time. Better at waking up earlier, too. I'm just working on my whole sleep schedule. And lately, it's just been this weird kind of, I can't stay up anymore. There we go. No. That is not a snooze indicator. We're talking about that right there for those who just joined. I wonder what that is, but it is just a whole previous. You use the same type of display from a previous clock, but they don't have anything on this model that uses that. I'm curious. Maybe I'll contact Sharp and see if they have any info on that. Yeah. Well, anyways, I'm going to cut it there. I'll see you guys in